Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me. Ange here. I would like to thank you also very much for your support, your wonderful comments, and just the love that I got for my first video and the encouragement for my blog. I truly appreciate it. It goes to show I've got some wonderful supportive friends who understand. We all lead busy lives and sometimes it's really hard to catch up, but they understand when they see that people are working hard with families and their extra ventures. So I really appreciate the support, and as I said, I was totally blown away. So thank you so very much. As promised, this video is how I shop on Trade Me. I'm hoping to show you tips to make life a little bit easier and less stressful when shopping on Trade Me. A lot of people get a wee bit overwhelmed with the choice of not knowing, you know, if they buy something, is it going to fit, is it going to suit them, etc, etc. I'm going to try and just narrow those parameters a little bit for you so that you can start and gain a little bit more confidence in shopping on Trade Me. My first suggestion is to know what designers and what brands you like. Say Forever New. Go into a store, a Forever New store, go into a Q store, go into a store that stocks Paula Ryan or Trelise Cooper. Whatever it is that you like, go and try on garments in that design, in that label. Try them on. Get a sense of what size you are, what style suits you, what do you like in that brand, what is it in particular that draws you to that brand. I'm a little bit pedantic where I keep a notebook on things like that. I have a notebook of the skincare I would like to try, the makeup I would like to try, the clothing sizes that I am, which varies with the fact that I do put weight on quite frequently and easily, and I've always sort of had a struggle there, but I generally know what sizes suit me in different brands. Write the brand down, write what size you are in that brand. Generally within a brand you will stay that size. So if in Q you are a 14, you generally are a 14 across that brand. However, brands vary in sizes between each other. So you might be a 14 in Q, but say Portman's, just as an example, I'm not saying this is what's going to happen, you could be a 12. So you need to know your size in each designer, each label. That is where you probably can get confused. But once you know your size in a particular brand, in a particular label, that is what you will look for on Trade Me. Now I'm going to insert a demonstration here on using the site, and once you have discovered the designer or the label, I'm now going to show you how to search that on Trade Me so that you are not looking through a gazillion different styles in a brand. I'm going to show you how to narrow it down, and if you're doing it correctly, you will only have to look at 2 or 3 pages of garments. Now, if you're only looking at 2 or 3 pages of garments every now and then, that's not going to be overwhelming for you. It's when you don't know what you're looking for and you're not narrowing it down that it gets really overwhelming because you've just got too much to look for. So hopefully this will help you. Just tune in a little bit and only look for the things that you are interested in.
Okay guys, so I'm just going to show you here how you can look up something that you are interested in on Trade Me. Now for instance, say you are looking for something in the label Q. So you will go and search Q and we click on that. Now if we're looking for clothing, when you come up with Q, we're going to look at clothing and fashion, And then we're going to go down here to women, because I'm gathering that the people watching this video at the moment are looking for women's clothing. And there we have all the views for Q that are on at the moment. Now if you have a look here, there are 1179 listings of Q. Now you don't want to look through all of those, because that's going to be everything under that label. Now if you scroll down, you come down to here where it says size. Now if you've done your homework, you will know what size in the Q label that you are looking for. So we're going to go down here, and let's say you're looking for a size 12. We click on that, and now you have only got 141 listings to look at. So when we scroll down to the bottom of the page, instead of the 1100 listings you had to look at, you now only have 3 pages of clothing to look at under the Q label in a size 12. Now this is how it limits you, and you can really get in and look for just what you were looking for, and you don't overwhelm yourself. Now let's try another listing. We'll go up here, and in the search box we will type Forever New, which is another label that I quite like. Okay, so here we have 2022 listings as of today. So once again, we'll scroll down the page, we'll come down to the size. Now you can also look at whether there's specific items that you are looking for down here. I always select the size. So say we are looking for a size 10 this time. If that's your size, we go back up here. You only have 353 items to look at. So if now we scroll down to the bottom of the page, you have 6 pages to look at, but it's better than if you were looking at the whole entire one before you minimized your search selection. So this is how you make browsing on Trade Me a lot easier, by selecting the label at the top when you're searching up here, and you just scroll down here into the size and tick the size that you are when you've done your initial research. So this will help you in your search for items on Trade Me a lot more streamlined, a lot more easier, and you won't be so overwhelmed with so many items.
Now I suggest, if you're wanting to make the most of getting good value for money on Trade Me, you do need to do your homework. So you've got your notebook, you've tried on the sizes and the brands that you like, you know what they are. The next step is you need to know the brand as well. What is it worth? What is a dress worth in that particular brand? What are jackets worth? So if you know what it's worth in the store, you'll know if you're getting a bargain on Trade Me or not. There are a lot of times where sometimes price garments, or not just garments, anything on Trade Me can be overpriced because some people bidding for it don't know the value and pay way too much for it. And I have a like a timeout zone. If it hits a certain dollar value, I bail out. Now that's another tip. If you get into a bidding war with somebody and you're putting in a bid and someone else is doing you, make sure you know what your limit is and you know when to push the eject button. If you don't have that limit, you will get yourself at times in a bidding war, and you could pay more for a garment than you actually wanted to. And so know your limit, know when you're going to get out of the bid race, and cut your losses because something else will come along another time. Now if you do happen to get your parcel and the garment inside is not what you expected, it doesn't fit you how you wished, there are two options for you. If you love the garment and it doesn't fit, you can get it tailored. So that's, you know, that's a very affordable way to make a garment just for you. So you can get it altered. If you don't want to go to all that trouble, relist it on Trade Me and sell it again. Or maybe a friend would like to buy it off you for what you paid for it on Trade Me. But I'm simple. If it arrives, I don't like it, I usually have it relisted on Trade Me again in a couple of days, and I sell it on, get my money back and try again. Now I haven't just bought clothing on Trade Me, I have bought many things. I have bought my bar stools, my makeup mirror, I've bought shoes, clothing, I've bought my cat collar, my laptop cover. I buy a lot of things on Trade Me. You can buy used goods, you can buy new goods. It's just a great platform to buy good value things. So you're not limited to just clothes and footwear. One of the wee tips that I have on Trade Me is I do not place a bid until the last couple of hours of the auction. I have found in the past if I place a bid too early and someone else is as keen as I am on that piece, it gets overpriced pretty quickly because I'll bid, they'll bid. I learnt a long time ago, I don't put a bid in until the last hour or two of the auction closing. Sometimes I'm lucky enough and I get it at a great price, but sometimes if it's one of those special pieces someone else is looking to and the price is, gets up there. But as I said, I have my limit and I know when to get out. So don't bid too early, know when the auction's closing and start your bidding close to the end of the auction time. If you miss out on that wonderful piece, don't worry if you've been outbid, there'll be another opportunity to find something just as fabulous at another time. I purchase all of my evening wear, well, not as much these days because I don't get the opportunity to go out a heck of a lot these days, but I used to always purchase my evening wear on Trade Me. As I'm always perusing the site, I know if something special and well priced is available, and that is the best time that I've found to buy garments rather than waiting till I need something and then I can never find it, and if I do it's worth a fortune and I can't justify the expense. But if I do see a bargain on Trade Me, I might not have an occasion coming up. I know that if I buy a classic piece, one that will not be a trendy item and will stay in fashion for a while, it can be in my wardrobe for a while and I will get my use out of it. Now that I've told you how I think the best way to approach Trade Me is, I'm going to show you some of the great bargains that I have bought on Trade Me, just to give you an idea of what you can get for a great price. Now something that I actually have had for years and years is this little wee sparkly sequined little bag. Now this was actually at the very beginning of Trelise Cooper's career, this bag, so it's not even a Trelise Cooper label, but it was made by her before she became very well known. So I actually keep it for that special reason. As I was talking about finding evening pieces, this is a piece I've had for a wee while. I love the label Alana Hill. Now this is a classic black evening dress, a classic simple shape for my body shape. Black lace is always in fashion, and so I know I've got a go-to piece hanging in my wardrobe. Bought this lovely little wee piece. This is very flattering on. But once again, I got this at a great price on Trade Me, and it's one that, because it's in a classic shape, I'm going to keep it in my wardrobe for quite a while. I've had this for a few years. I absolutely love this. This is a Calvin Klein dress. It was a maxi dress until I had a wee hiccup in Venice with my suitcase. I got the wheels of my rolly bag all caught up and ripped a big hole in the bottom. So as I said, using the alteration services, I had it shortened and now it's midi length dress and I can still get just as much wear out of it. In fact, I probably get more wear out of it because now that it's not maxi, I occasionally wear it to work on a warm day. Trelise Cooper, another little classic cotton sundress, but it's one of those sundresses that will not date and I will have for a while. I actually find that the clothes that I have for the longest in my wardrobe are purchases that I get on Trade Me, and I think it's because I do tend to look for and buy classic styles and classic colours so that they don't date, and they tend to be in my wardrobe a lot more than any other garments in my wardrobe. This is one of the wee vintage pieces that I have. Now, for your vegan people out there, you won't be very happy with this, but this is a beautiful little possum stole, and it is absolutely gorgeous for an evening out. This, in my book, was one of my best buys. It's a Country Road peacoat. I've had this for a very long time. It's probably due to be updated because I have a couple of pulls in it, but I have had more than my money's worth out of this, and I think I paid $50 for it. You are not going to buy a peacoat for $50, and I have had my cost per wear out of that jacket. A basic boyfriend jacket. This is a Q jacket. In my sea of black, a little wee bright A-line skirt for the summer. That was $15, which is why I've got it. This jacket I get a lot of compliments on. It's just a little bit different. Knit in there. It's a Q label again, and I think I paid $40 for that. Great bargain. You can see a theme in some of the labels that I have. Another Q dress. I really like this dress for a funky work appropriate look. I even had a courier driver comment on how lovely I looked in that dress one day at work. Another Q dress. So all the Q that I've got is one size. As I said, when you have a label, normally you are one size in that label, so I know that if I generally buy that size in that label, I'm good to go, and that is a classic example of that. Now, I really love Paula Ryan. Her garments are very expensive, but they are very high quality. I love her merino. I love her classic basic designs. They don't date. You can buy them 1 year, still be wearing them 5 or 6 years later, which is what I tend to do. I find they don't wear out. They're just really good quality, so I'm always searching for them on Trade Me. I paid $50 for this merino jacket, and it retailed at nearly $500. So that's 10%. 10% I paid for that. This jacket I've bought twice on Trade Me. I have 2 of them because I wear it to death, and it is just a merino, and it's got stretch in it as well. It has a belt, it's got shoulder pads. I love it with my leggings and my boots. So because I do wear it so regularly, I now have 2. As I said, I think I only paid $50 for these as well. I wear it to work, I wear it on weekends, so for around $50 a piece. That's why I've got 2, because I wear it so much. My makeup chair that I use at my vanity, I bought on Trade Me. Just so many opportunities. I do hope that I've been able to help and clear the haze for you on shopping on Trade Me. As I said, fantastic platform. Can't highly recommend it enough, and I hope you have a play. Just try a couple of things maybe and see how you go, but it is a great way to bag yourself a bargain. And not only for buying, if you are at that time in your life where you need to have a bit of a cull in your wardrobe, you need to turn some things over, why don't you just take some photos and list them on Trade Me and sell them? Maybe if you sell what you've got in your wardrobe now that you don't wear first, you'll have a bit of pocket money where you can go and spend some money on yourself and get some stuff that you are going to wear. I turn my stuff over quite regularly. If I'm not wearing it, I'm just going to sell it and I'm going to use the money to buy something else that I am going to wear. I suggest you try that too. There's no point having a wardrobe of clothes that you are not going to wear. Have pieces in your wardrobe that you are happy to wear and are going to wear regularly. Thanks for joining me, everybody, and I totally appreciate all your support. Please write in the comments below and let me know if I've covered everything you wanted to know about Trade Me. Did I miss anything that you would like to have some advice on? If you want any personal advice, just put it in the comments below and I'll get back to you and see if I can help you. Because I do this, I'm doing it all the time, I might have missed something that from a newbie's point of view I haven't thought of. So just let me know and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for joining me and I'll see you next time. See you later. Bye.